Hi, my name is Louis. I'm a sponsored fingerboarder from the Reading Borough area, and today I'm going to tell you how I got sponsored in 1 week. So before I start, I got to give a bit of context. I'm South African. I'm not from England. I was born and raised in South Africa. I've lived there for 22 years. And yeah, been here for about 5 months. So I started fingerboarding. When I say fingerboarding, I mean just messing around with a tech deck at about age 10. So I started skating at age 10, and then you go into the toy store, and then your mom gets you a little tech deck or whatever. That's basically how I started. And yeah, we had a whole setup at our local park. It was a privately owned park, so we could bring our stuff and leave it there, and it wasn't much of an issue. So, all the kids would bring their various little tech deck ramps and their tech decks and all that, and we'd set up on this like bar table, and then we'd all just like goof around together. And that's basically my introduction to fingerboarding. We all just had tech decks, especially because I lived in South Africa, and fingerboards, the way that we know, they're made of wood and they have bearings and stuff, those just didn't exist in South Africa at all until about 2013 or something like that. So yeah, for the longest time, we didn't even know that, tech decks could be made of wood. We didn't even know what a fingerboard was. It was just a tech deck to us. So when I was about 15 years old, one of my friends actually tagged me in a post from a South African fingerboard manufacturer. So this guy, he just bought a press and he started making fingerboards, but I'm pretty sure he was the first person in the whole country to do it, so it was pretty epic. So yeah, one of my friends just tagged me and said, you should sponsor this guy, me being the guy to be sponsored. And, being 16 years old or 15 or however old I was, I made a sponsor me video. The quality was terrible, but I just thought like, hey, this is my chance. This guy knows who I am. Let me send in this video. And yeah, he started sending me boards, like little completes, Not the best quality, but far, far better than a tech deck for sure. And he actually started to supply our local skate shop. And every time he would send our skate shop a new batch of boards, he'd actually send a couple for me. So, being like 16, that was pretty cool. Because, you always hear about skateboarders getting sponsorships. But at that time, we never heard of a fingerboard sponsorship. But after about a year, the guy who started the company moved away. He moved to another country. So, obviously, the company kind of closed. So, I was pretty bummed out. But yeah, fast forward a few years, I'm still fingerboarding. I'm in my 20s. My family and I moved to England from South Africa. And obviously, in the UK and in Europe, the fingerboarding scene is much bigger. So, after getting myself a couple Black River obstacles and a few fingerboards, I figured, let me give it a go. Let me try and get sponsored. Just because I wanted to get that feeling again of being 16 or 15 and, the sponsor sending you a board, not so sick, I really wanted that feeling back. So, yeah, basically, I just decided to start an Instagram account, start a TikTok account, and just see what would happen. On Monday, the 25th of January, I started the account and I filmed at least one clip a day, and I would upload it. So the way that because I'm like a little bit OCD, the way I would do it is I'd film one trick on this obstacle and one trick on this obstacle. I've just got this one. I haven't even filmed anything on it yet. When I actually started the account, I realized, oh my gosh, there are so many different fingerboard brands. And it's so cool because there's so many little indie brands and there's so many people like just making stuff on their own with like 3D printers and all this stuff. It's really cool. So, an unseen little bonus that I got from starting this account is I'm actually, I feel like I'm part of a fingerboarding community now. Like there's a bunch of people in England who all kind of follow each other and like each other's posts, and I feel like I'm starting to get into that little groove now, which is pretty cool. Anyway, back to the main story. So on the 25th of January, I posted my first post on Instagram, and on the 1st of February, which would be the next Monday, I woke up and saw a message from Void Crew Fingerboarding asking me if I wanted to be a team rider. And I was just like, like my mind just exploded. I was like, this is impossible. This happened after 1 week. There's just no way. So yeah, I was just so hyped. I obviously said yes, immediately. And yeah, now it's the end of week 2. It's Sunday of week 2. It is what date is it? It is the 7th. It is the 7th of February now. I'll hopefully be receiving my first batch of fingerboards from Void towards the end of this month. We're going to see with regard to COVID, just because, like, you know, things have happened and production has kind of been slowed down and whatever, so we're going to see how it pans out. But yeah, I'm super stoked. And I guess my advice to anyone who wants to get sponsored is become part of a community, for real. Like, follow a lot of different fingerboarders, follow a whole bunch in your area, follow brands in your area, and, you know, interact with their content. So like their posts, share their posts, comment on their posts, and yeah, just use hashtags that people will be able to find you with in the beginning. I was really blessed. So my very first post on Instagram, Teak Tuning actually shared it, and Teak were my very first follower, because this is a fingerboard my sister got me for my birthday, this Teak Tuning Complete off Amazon. And yeah, I was just floored. I was just like, what? Teak Tuning are following me. They're my first follower. That's so epic. Also, a really big thing that I incorporated into my fingerboarding was my videography background. So you'll notice all my clips are filmed on this table, and I've got 2 lights over here that I film with, as well as a professional camera. And all of that stuff really does up my quality of clips. So I had the lights already from South Africa, but I decided to buy a decent tripod, buy some light stands. I got hold of a fisheye, and yeah, I just started filming the most professional looking clips that I could. And obviously I've got better as I've gone on. Basically, you need to put in the effort with your filming just as much as your actual fingerboarding, because many people are very good at fingerboarding, but there's not that many people who can film really, really well. So I would say even basic tricks can look really good if you film them well. And I think the best example of that is maybe like a crooked grind. You know, if you film that really well and you can get that pinch, like, you can really show that really epic pinch, you know. I just slipped out of that one. It actually looks really cool just on its own, and people do notice that. So that's the advice I would give. And yeah, just have fun. Share your advice in the comments down below, or if you think I'm an idiot, you can say that too. But yeah, I'm just curious to hear your guys' opinions on basically my little story. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share, and comment. I would really appreciate it if everyone could just drop a little comment, even if it's just an emoji, just like a thumbs up or something, just to, you know, get this video through the algorithm a bit, because it's the very first one on the channel. I am king_louis.fb on TikTok and Instagram, so go follow me there, and you will see all the clips that I'm posting on a daily basis. What I'm going to show you now is a compilation of all the clips that I've been filming daily for the last 2 weeks. Enjoy.